What is up, guys? Stardom Newspaper back again, also known as the Black Gentleman. And today, I finally ready to bring out my Igear Seeker review. The boat one, Starscream's name is apparently Starburst. I know, right? Starburst. And they call Skywarp Skywind, which I actually don't mind that name. Skywind's a pretty cool name. But yeah, Starscream and Skywarp. I was gonna like split these reviews up. Then I really thought about it. Even when I was doing the unboxing, I was like, "There's no point in doing that." I mean, it's the same. It's the same damn mold. Although I may only transform one of them. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But like I said, same mold. So I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about them both at the same time. Anyhow, first I'm gonna show you, the accessories, which, well, not some accessories, but what they come with. They both come with a card. This is sorry for that glare. This is Starburst or Starscreams. Turn them back. Power rating. If anybody wants to pause it, read that. God, that's a strong glare. Guys, I'm gonna have to get better lighting. I know, but yeah, bear with me though. All right, that's Starscreams. And this is Skywarps. I so wish I had Thundercracker. Thundercracker is actually my favorite IDW Seeker, but I'm sure I'll find him eventually. Hopefully for a fan bro price, as it were. Now, as you can see, I already got both these guys on their stands. They come with stands, which I think is pretty cool. But the scans only equate to the jet mode. The stands don't work for their robot modes, which is kind of a bummer. But oh well. More time than not, people love Starscream, so I'm gonna go ahead and put Skywarp over here for a minute. Out of sight, out of mind. So he'll be back, and I'll bring in Starscream. And as you can see, the stand holds him pretty good, but it has to hold him at an angle. If you lower him down, I'll be damned. Guys, normally when I have him at this angle, he falls right down. But today, he wants to go straight. That's pretty cool. But, take an argument, I'm picking him off the stand. The stand right here pegs into the leg part, which all you gotta do is pull the legs apart, so I'll just do that right now. Just give me a second here. And there we go. Now the legs are out. Let me readjust the legs. Give me a second here. Because when you unpeg them, they just want to go everywhere, as most legs do. Okay, now I'm back. Get that out of there. Let me peg everything back in here. Okay. Now, he also comes with landing gear, which I'm going to go ahead and pull out now. Landing gear here, and now here at the legs. And I know he has a VHS, Visible Head Syndrome. Although if I wanted to, I could turn it around, and you wouldn't even be able to see it, but whatever. It's underneath the jet. Who really looks under there? Alright, bring the camera down. You look at him. As you can tell, this is not your normal F-15 jet. I'm not exactly. This is an F-22. I'm gonna call it F-22. Someone who's watching this video, if you know what kind of jet this is, please tell me. But I'm gonna say F-22 jet. Anyhow, this is actually pretty close to the IDW All Hell Megatron storyline. And in fact, if I'm not mistaken, even in Phase 2, Thundercracker, since he's been on Earth the whole time, he still has his alt mode and same body type. He never changed it. And all in all, this is a really nice jet. It looks really cool. Got some decent panels here. Anybody likes detail? I'm more of a fan of detail. This all looks good. Only thing I can say about the plane mode that I don't like, or jet mode, is the fact that everything doesn't peg in quite how it should. Like the wings here. Let me move this one up here. It doesn't tab in as well as it should back here. I mean, like, you can tab it in. You can push in. Just tab right here. But when you do so, it kind of loosens up things here. So you can't get it in clean as flush as you'd like to. And from what I've seen, it has to be an Igear thing. Wait a minute, if I can get this side in better. There we go. Yeah, so when you get one side tabbed in, another side wants to push out. It may be when they were making the mold for this thing, maybe it warped. I'm not quite sure. But I don't hate it. I mean, I think it's still pretty cool for what it is. As far as paint goes on alt mode, you have a white and red paint here, apps here on both wings, and on the tail wings here on both sides, as you can see. I took the liberty to add Decepticon symbols, so those do not come with that. And I think the nose cone is painted blue. Let's see. No, I think it's just colored plastic. And that's one kind of Debbie Downer about this thing. It's mostly just colored plastic, except for the wings and the back wings. It's mostly just painted plastic. I mean, it really is. But given the time period that this thing came out, I think that was more or less the norm. So for the sake of this figure, I'm not gonna hold against it. And sometimes, unpopular opinion, I don't care for too much paint, because when you mess with figures, it tends to chip. And I'm the kind of guy, occasionally I like to transform my stuff. So, you know, not having too much paint is a good thing for me. Although with this paint, it all would have been nice to have a little bit more paint, but it's good enough, you know. And he also has his null rays underneath here. This one here, and he has a missile pods. And those pegging in on both sides. You can use either of these 5mm ports. I like mine kind of back here because it gives a nice silhouette with them like kind of, you know, just kind of barely visible. I like that. And as for Skywarp, like I said, basically the same. It's all the same thing. And I see Skywarp on the stand wants to come down. But oh well, we'll let him do that. Anyway, in terms of for Skywarp, it's the same deal. It's all just colored plastic, all black plastic, with purple back wings on both sides. Only pad you get is the white trim here on both the back wings, and the purple trim here, and white trim there, and purple plastic nose cone. And both of them have translucent cockpits, as you can see. And his null rays, let me swing, oh boy. I'm sorry for the camera work here. Not my strong suit, I can tell. But yeah, it's just all one. It's all one piece. But it looks like they did add black trim to his null rays on both sides. In fact, let me give Starscream some credit. Yeah, they add some blue trim to his null rays as well, as you can tell. And underneath there is some black paint on his intakes. And they gave, let's see, him some gray on his intakes. So, like I said, a little bit of paint here and there, but it's not much. Like I said, normally I go harder on this thing, but it's an older figure. And like I said, I think during the time period, this is how it was. Not much paint on anything. I can move it. Okay. Now, for a little bit of a size comparison, I'm just going to put him out of the way. Now, for size comparison, going back to Starscream, I'm going to show the one that's really relevant right now. Sadly, I don't have a masterpiece Starscream to show you guys. Although I've never been that much of a masterpiece collector. But one people probably ever want about is actually the Siege version, and I have that on hand. So I'll show you guys that. Now, as far as Siege goes, he's more of your, I guess, G1S Tetrajet. So, as you can see from comparison, their sizes apart. I mean, this is so big, you know, this is so small. And I'll show you guys more, in terms of size and alt mode. Because I think me and Kato need to have a discussion. When I say Kato, I mean Kato's Toy Box. Cool guy, check him out. Me and him have a podcast. No, not a podcast, but a video chat. Although I guess it's kind of a podcast, but you can see us. But anyhow, we have a video chat where we talk about different things. But anyhow, I think it's interesting how scale has changed so much. Like, this is a Voyager. This right here is a current Voyager. And then you take this right here. This, although third party, this is what Hasbro was probably in this time frame where Hasbro was producing in terms of scale for a Voyager, like their Generation Springer or even their Blitzwing at the time were more aligned in size with this. I wish I had my Springer Transformer alt mode. I'll show you guys, but I'll bring them down for robot mode to show more comparisons. But yeah, man, times have changed on scaling. It's crazy. In terms of things, if I had to compare these two, I have to say, even though this is smaller, maybe because the legs are tucked underneath here, this has still got some good weight to it. As for Starscream here, the Igear, you know, it's bigger, but it's actually kind of lighter. I'm just gonna throw it out there. But yeah, that's that. So with that all being said, before I do transform these guys, I'm gonna go ahead and show you this came for alternate head, and I have two of them, one for Skywarp and one for Starscream. Came with this alternate head here with a smirk, and it has light piping, but the light piping on the other side of the head. That's what the figure comes with. It's not bad. Only problem with it I have is the smirk to me isn't really done that well, and depending on how the light catches it, and this is a bad mark for both heads. It catches a glare. Like, let me try to catch it now. Like, move my hand and just pull it back, let it glare. You kind of see it. Like, it has like a little light mustache above the lip. It's kind of weird. But yeah, I probably won't be installing these heads, but I just want you guys to know that both figures came with the same face. All right, now, if you guys will hold on a minute, I'm gonna use my editing magic. So you know, please stand by, all that good stuff. I'll bring you guys some bot modes.
The Transformers will return after these messages. We now return to the Transformers.
And BAM! I haven't done a BAM in a long time, but yeah, BAM. Alright, now I got them both transformed. And to speak on transformation, I want to say that they're both very easy. Very Transformer Generations-esque easy. I like that. You know, I've been messing around a lot of figures here recently, and sometimes I like me old-fashioned easy. The only thing wrong with it is the arms. The arm sections can be a little, you know, little dicey, because I feel like you kind of stressing plastic to pull them out. But other than that, the transformation is very easy. Okay, now back to the null rays. Starscream doesn't have his because I wanted to show that, you know, where they go. You know, here they are. You know, yet again, you know, single cast, blue trim on the fins here on both sides. All right, now he has a 5mm ports. I'm gonna go ahead and move Skywarp out the way. Has a 5mm port on both sides of his arms, draw right here, and they also have a little bit of a swivel to the forward side, yeah. So you get that. So you just put those in there like so, and like so. Also, guys, I can tell on my repo labels for my Subcon symbols, I didn't put them nearly as high as I probably should have. And I know they're supposed to be upside down, but IAW phase 1 Seekers, they actually kept their symbols going the normal way. But I have to look at the comic book again. They're actually over here, and they're split in two. So when the wings open, like half of the insignia is down here. But oh well, I'm not changing it now. It is what it is. They also have a badge right here on the shoulder, which I might add that later. But anyhow, yeah, this is they. Another downside is the missile pods that they come with. These right here. Once you transform them, there's nowhere for them to go. That's kind of a bummer, but yet again, small potatoes. And that's only because on the back here, the way the wings fold, right here, it covers up all four of your ports. So, yeah. Now, for articulation and whatnot, I'm just gonna go with Starscream. I'm gonna put Skywarp over here. Although I'm sure a lot of people want to see how he looks, so I'll put him in the camera. There you go. That's Skywarp. Like I said, exact same mold. Alright, as for Starscream, articulation, all that good stuff. Head is on a ball joint, but it's a very, look at his neck, is very, very thin. Very thin. But you get a full 360 out of it. If I can fight me here. A little stiff on the back there. But it's alright to be stiff, you know. I feel like it lasts longer if it's not too loose. So, you know, goes up and down, goes all the way up. Both do transformation. Down here he has a waist rotation to move the arms up. His arms are stiff, mind you. Waist rotation, full. Well, actually, let's see. You can take the wings off. Actually, let me show you guys that. The wings here, they just kind of G1 style. They come right off the peg, just like that. Which I don't mind. Actually, just get them out of the way. So come right off. Anyway, you get a full 360. Which is good. As far as the arms goes, rotation at the shoulder, you can get a full 360, but it's a little on the tight side. And that goes for the other side as well. Down here below the shoulder, you have a tight ratchet here. It's pretty tight, but it'll get you what you need. It has at the bicep here, it has like a double jointed elbow going here and back here with my fingers pointing. So you get that, which is good. At the wrist, you get a full 360, which is good. I wish he had the kind of hands where you could open and close, but he does not. They're always in this clutch position. But I wish they could. I wish they could open and close, especially when no ray firing positions. To me, it looks better when the hand making a fist. That's just me, though. There you go. And like I said, same on both sides. Again, tight, very tight, so tight. And actually, at the bicep, I didn't show this. I think he has a 360. Yeah, he has a 360 bicep. Well, no, he doesn't. Take it back. He doesn't, but it goes far enough. And double elbow bend. And hand does a 360. Okay. Bend this down. There we go. It says tight. Now, as far as the legs go, you can move the side skirt out of the way. Move your arms too. And you get a how far does it go? Almost a full Van Damme, or what I like to call a full trowel. So that's pretty good. It'll get you all your major needs. And if you look here, you see these little notches here, like they should be a ratchet, but it's not. It's just a very. If it is one, it doesn't ratchet. It's very soft. If it is one there at all. At the knee, move this up. Get a knee bend about that far. Some nice piston detail inside there. It's very good. And same on both sides. About that far. And let's see, as far as the feet go, you get a little pivot. Not too much, but just enough. The back heel does not move at all. It just collapses for transformation. And same on both sides. Okay. As far as the wings go, like I said, they can go off or come on. Of course, we're gonna put them back on because what's a seeker without his wings? Oh, but before I do put them on, you get a little bit of a butterfly. This is mostly transformation. You can fold in that far on both sides, so it looks pretty good. A negative outright. Not everything on this thing pegs together the way it should, and including this chest right here. It does not want to go in there the way. I don't want to put too much pressure on it, but it does not want to stay. But I wanted to point that out. These are older figures. I don't know what your chances are of finding one new out in the wild, but maybe if you get one new, maybe it'll hold together a little better on the chest. But from what I've seen from other reviews, it's kind of a running consensus. Igear kind of dropped the ball on that. So now in terms of Skywarp, which he actually holds his on a little bit better. If I can get this on here, I'll show you guys. Let me just slide it on. I don't know why on camera things want to fight me. Hold on. There we go. It's one wing. And to me, the wings coming off are very G1, very G1-esque. And I don't, for one, hate it because sometimes it does make posing a little easier. The fact that you can move the wings any way you want to. You can go a full 360 with them, in jet mode with them, so that's pretty good. I probably should have showed you guys that, but oh well. Maybe later. So let me move this starscream back out of the way and show you what I mean. With the Skywarp here, I feel like the QC is a little better. Sure, it doesn't tab in completely, but a little bit better than Starscream's. So yeah, you know, hit and miss there. And except for they have the exact same posability, the exact same. But yeah, that's two comparisons. I've always been a Thundercracker fan, honestly. That's the one I didn't get, which sucks. But you know, Starscream still, no, if you're going for Seegers, you still want Starscream to be your number one in front. But as secondaries go, Thundercracker, especially the IDW version, he's like one of my most favorite characters in there. Up there with Overlord and Prowl, actually. Now, for another comparison here, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in size comparisons. I'm gonna bring in Starscream. And one more time, that's what I'm talking about. See this scale here. Not bad, but this Igear one is noticeably taller. But then again, I guess you trade off. I mean, this does feel a little bit heavier, and Igear's is just a little bit lighter. But I won't lie, I do like a little bit more height. But then again, you know, if you're looking for some decent chug seekers, and you know, you're not like me, you're trying to get everything as IEW on your shelf, I still say go ahead and go with your Siege Starscream. Although for me, I'm still gonna get Thundercracker and Siege and Skywarp. But I'm still gonna get these Igear guys. I need a Thundercracker. If anyone's listening, I need a Thundercracker. You know, so you know, hit your boy up if you got one for sale. I might can take it off your hands. But yeah, I for one, despite the figure's flaws, I like them. I like them a lot. And if you're looking for anything in the market for it, and if you can find it, these guys are very hard to find. If you can find them, pick them up. In terms of price, I've seen varies, but in my opinion, if you're just buying the one, I would not pay any more honestly than 50, 60 bucks for one, unless someone's cutting you a deal and you getting a pair. Like I got a pair, and I paid a little less than that for both, you know, but combined. Yeah. They're great. But then again, if you're just trying to go more or less in the IEW scale, because these guys are not G1 for anything. They're G1, but they're IEW G1. And man, that Skywarp looking good in the colors. Purple and black look real nice on them. But yeah, man, if you can find them, grab them. If this is the aesthetic that you like, I would recommend them, even with their flaws. And most of the flaws, I believe, are like QC. The figures themselves are good. But yeah, all right. I want to thank everybody for watching, keeping up with me, and just watching my videos. I appreciate you guys. Currently, I believe I'm up to 81 subscribers. I'm getting close to that 100. Hitting that milestone. Of course, I hope to go past 100, God willing. But I thank all you guys. I can't thank you enough. Also, anybody is out there and just love watching older figure reviews, I got you covered. A lot of things I cover actually are kind of on the older side, especially MMC and Maki Toys. But now I'm just rambling. I'm about to head out. Love you guys. This is Sodom Noonspa, the Black Gentleman, out here doing God's work, reviewing these figures. Catch you guys on the next time. Peace out.
To all part 終わりの